Here's my secret about the trails is, and I go out trail running one day. Actually, it's at night. My first one ever was at night in Davenport, Iowa. It was Brandon Barge, my coach, and this ultra runner who's an Under Armour athlete, Kyle Dietz, and a couple other guys. So they take me out, and I'm dying. I can't breathe. I can barely see even with the headlamp on, and I'm just, suffering. And it's like a 12-minute pace. And I'm just so confused, and you barely breathe, and I'm like, what is happening here, right? And I didn't go back to the trails for a while after that. And so long story short is, you have to earn the right to enjoy the trails.
I like
if you want to run them. And when I realized that, I said, Brandon, let's just go every day until I'm not, just dying up some of these hills or, whatnot. And after a couple of months, there was one specific day. I'm running and I'm not suffering as much, right? And over the hills, I'm just kind of, gliding up and looking around, and I'm just taking this, and I'm just loving it. And I stop and I'm like, right, I'm not suffering anymore. I'm enjoying it. But I had to earn that right. I had to do work. I had to hit the trails. I had to get better technically, cardiovascular, all those things. And then I could come out and I could actually enjoy what I was doing. I applied that to everything else. When I learned that, I went, is this not the same as anything else in life? You have to earn the right to enjoy your marriage, right? It's not always going to be easy. There's work to be done, right? You have to earn the right to enjoy work. You have to develop skills that are strong enough to create confidence, right? To get results that make it enjoyable. But you got to do the work.
Every Friday is when you do this.
Friday morning.
Okay.
Every Friday morning.
So a lot of people, I feel like you hear them do this on Sundays. But you don't.
I'll get training in on Sundays.
Yeah.
It's usually my take account of energy days where if I'm going to reflect on something, it's not going to be my calendar, it's not going to be my financials or my business. Right. It's going to be my spirituality, my personality, and how my energy feels, right, going into the week, and just reflecting on the week prior, right? And kind of what, learning through, what's going on. And I'm gauging my energy. And Sunday's just an energy day.
Oh, look behind Bryan right now. Lord help us. Look at this guy. This was, was this experience, the right thing for you right now to start looking at this?
Oh, it was the perfect experience.
Okay.
It was right. It's coming at the exact right time.
Calls out here during the week for, different reasons, business calls, stuff like that, a couple coaching calls. It's about 13 miles from my house off the Katy Trail. And so they know me here, so I can just pull off, and if there's never anybody here, set up on the patio over in the corner and get work done, and then I can just continue biking, running, working out, getting it all done. We just hired a health and wellness coach who's got over 10,000 hours of coaching in the health, fitness, endurance space. Right? You don't see this with a lot of other coaching companies. It's usually business, performance, leadership, which is all needed. But when you open up to those specializations, right, that tribe becomes super powerful. We're now networked with coaches who are, masters in their craft in different specializations. And for me, that's exciting. I'm trying to be with people at the highest level from all different industries and specializations for when I need to lean into that. So, and here's what I learned, that in my heart and core, I was a coach. I was someone who wanted someone else to succeed. Later, my buddy who had quit Zion is signed up for Mine to Spain, 100 miler. About a week before, he's texting in a thread that he's gonna back out. Doesn't feel like he's ready. And so we're all encouraging him, and I text him and said, JT, I'll pace you for the whole 100. So I signed up with 3 days, notice. I haven't been training, but I feel like my lifestyle is in a way that I can just go out here and do this. Long story short is I paced JT for 95 miles. So at my 95, I left him so that he could just have those 5 miles to himself. And I finished, and I'm not underwhelmed. I'm excited I finished.
Yeah.
But when I watched JT come across the finish line, and his wife is there, his baby's there, and his other 2 kids, and he's just a mess in tears, dude, I lost it. I knew in that moment, I was like, I had to earn the right to pace JT, to help be a vehicle for his success. So I had to be able to go through it too. But it was about him, it wasn't about me. And I got way more joy
out of his success of finishing a 100-miler than I did my own previously. It was JT and him letting me pace him for 100 miles that really hammered that home.